So, Ammonite is a really new band. We've all been in other projects in the DMV music scene and beyond. But Ammonite is a baby. It's I think we can say that we can't say we're like post-pandemic, but we can say we're post-lockdown. And it's definitely happened since then, kind of by accident. I had our previous band, Selena and I were in a band called the Osyx. That's Osyx. And we were invited to play in College Park at the town hall. And that band had not made it through the pandemic. So we put together something, invited Allison to play with us, and kind of threw together some original songs. And did we even do any covers? I don't think we did.
No.
Yeah. Put that together and found out we really enjoyed playing together. So started writing some stuff around that. And that feels good in this moment, in this creative moment, because to me, this time is starting to really feel like a rebirth. I think that we all have like a pretty long history in playing music, and we're all totally cut short in our projects. I know the Osyx had huge plans to do things. We were about to play the Lou Center. We were about to play the Black Cat Anniversary show, and then everything shut down. What was that experience like for y'all?
For me, like, I just left one band with the hopes of doing my own project and then trying to get session work. So just after I finished, I was with Menage a Garage from 2016 through 2019. Going into 2020, wanting to do solo stuff, like suddenly there's a lockdown, suddenly I can't find other musicians to play with. So kind of cut a lot of what I was doing short, and one of the bands I'm most active with is actually based out of New Jersey, and I principally tour with them. So with COVID happening and the lockdown happening, I hadn't gone on the road at all. Like, all of my tour plans were canceled. So yeah, I really didn't have a lot to do other than sit home and reflect and like wish I had people to play with, basically.
Yeah, I think it was similar. It was like a jolt to the system of, I'm so used to doing this same thing every couple days, every week, every month or something, and then it's jammies all the time. So
Not the music kind of jammies.
Oh yeah, not music.
Just regular old jammies. Yeah, I feel that as well. So Selena and I and the other members of the Osyx had, in 2018, founded an organization, a nonprofit called This Could Go Boom, with the purpose of focusing on the creative musical works in all aspects, from people who've been excluded from a lot of the mainstream of music because of their gender. And one thing that's kind of come out of the pandemic is that there have been several studies about what's going on with that, and it's pretty bleak if you look at the statistics. Producers, non-cis male producers are very few and far between. There's the Annenberg study. There have been a few more just in the past year. And songwriters, performers, radio play, all of that stuff, it's very skewed as far as equity and who has a voice in the music industry. This Could Go Boom is a grassroots kind of volunteer-run organization, and we started with the idea of having a record label. We've put out 2 albums on vinyl, and we've put out a digital album and an EP. Those were from the Osyx, Rosie Chima and What She Dreamed, Lightmare, and Professor Goldstein, all great bands that you should check out. And we've also kind of expanded to do, during the pandemic, it became clear that, nobody was getting to play out, so we had to do something else. And we started a collective that was meeting online once a month for a whole year that was focused on how do you as a DIY musician find your voice, your image, and and put your music out. And we were doing a lot of Skillshare around that. Previously we've done like a lot of like workshops in music making, in DIY recording. But but all of that kind of came to an end too. So I think that this rebirth is kind of for everything. It's for playing. It's for that organization. We're bringing back our showcases. We're going to be partnering with New Deal Cafe in Greenbelt, which is also a nonprofit, to bring the best in women, non-binary, and gender-expansive musicians from the area, and touring each month on the first Sunday of the month. So please check out This Could Go Boom at thiscouldgoboom.com. We do accept donations. We're a 501c3, and we've got lots of cool programming coming up.